All right, we're here with Evan Cohen, who you can listen to on ESPN Radio in Fresno here early in the morning on our West Coast audience. But, hey, for the people, early risers, got a lot of farmers out there listening.
Oh, all right, there we go.
A lot of people up and early. But how are we doing, man?
Good. We've been up and early this week. It's, you can hear us 3A to 7A Pacific time, but we're obviously doing the show from 6 to 10 Eastern time back in New York. But this week we've been here up and at Media Center here in 3 in the morning and 1:15 wake up. So it's been fun. It's been different, new times, but we're enjoying it.
Do you like a Super Bowl on the West Coast? Is it you like the vibe differently than the other?
I mean, I love California, so anytime you can go to California, I'm all in on it. I think that anytime you could be in good weather like this, it's just a different schedule. I think that I'm still probably on Eastern time mentally, even though we're obviously in Pacific time. So when you're waking up at 1 o'clock in the morning, it feels like it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Problem is that 6 o'clock at night, 5 o'clock at night, I'm all thrown off as to what time it is or anything like that.
Yeah. How have you experienced the city so far?
I have not been to San Francisco since, I want to say 1996.
Yeah.
And so I have little memories from when I was here because it was so long ago. But, I mean, there's certainly parts of it that are beautiful, certainly parts of it that are not as beautiful. And it is a unique city in that everything really is uphill, which I think is really interesting and cool. And I think it's a great place for the Super Bowl, obviously.
Obviously, and, of course, a great place to be talking to a bunch of people. It's like a circus here. I always kind of describe it.
How many of them have you been to here?
This is the first time we've been here, at least when it's on the West Coast. We're planning next year, of course, with L.A.
Right.
We're right in the between area.
Right.
We're really – it's so strange. We got, Dodger fans, but they're, Niner fans. It's a very strange mixed group of people down there.
I did shows for 20 years in West Palm Beach, Florida, and it was the same kind of thing where it's like there's a ton of Miami-based sports fans. There's a ton of New York sports fans, which is where I'm from. There's a ton of alum from, Florida, Florida State, Miami. So it's like every day you're kind of figuring out who am I talking to on a daily basis because you're not exactly sure about that.
And talking about just how this week has kind of gone, there's so many people here. It's all how do you get your mind wrapped about like all the different people you talk to? Is it hard to manage in terms of?
No, I mean it's fun because I've been coming to Radio Rose for 20 years. So now having the opportunity to be here with ESPN is so cool.
Yeah.
And having the setup, which is so for people listening, obviously it's right behind where you guys are.
Yeah.
Is where we are. And we have this enormous Airstream studio. We have a green room area. We have a security team, TV team, radio team. There's so many people involved, and it's just I was here for so long, and you guys have nice equipment, great camera, great Comrex units, the radio units for people listening. But I would have this equipment called a tie line.
Really?
And it was a phone line, like where you had to order the landline, plug in the landline, make sure it connected, and you're doing it all by yourself, which is, how you get to do this stuff. And so now having this kind of setup and talking to all these people, it's awesome.
Yeah. Let's talk about, just what we're here for. This has been a weird lead up to the game, right? A lot of different kind of storylines coming in. I feel like nobody has a feel like what we're going to be seeing on Sunday, right? It feels as unusual of a matchup just based off of there's no real superstar in the making here. I can think of JSN maybe as the one, but there's not really. Drake May and what he's been doing, but he's not quite there arrived yet.
No, it's almost like the winner becomes the superstar. Whoever it is that wins between the two quarterbacks, obviously, becomes the superstar. JSN could certainly be that. The Patriots have a couple of guys that could have huge games defensively in Milton Williams, Christian Barmore, Christian Gonzalez. But I think the storyline is that there is no storyline, right? And I think that not no storyline, but there's not the mega star storyline as you referred to. And I think that my big things are the organizational history of both teams, right? Obviously the Patriots, everybody knows. But the Seahawks have been great for a long time.
Right.
People forget about that. They've been to 3 iterations of Seahawks teams, have been to 4 Super Bowls in the last 20-plus years. Right, Mike Holmgren and Matt Hasselbeck, and then Carroll and Wilson, and now this with McDonald and Darnold. So for me, it's like the organizational successes of both parties here.
It's the stakes of winning maybe are greater than the stakes of losing. If you lose this game, either team, that you're not going to really feel as a legacy impacting loss.
Yeah, not like Chiefs last year.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a very good point. I think the loss, it's going to crush you, obviously, but you're not – like the Chiefs missed out on enormous history of 3 in a row last year.
Right.
I don't know that we would have that loss this year where you would say, oh, wow, you missed out on history. Now, maybe your only chance at doing it, obviously there's no guarantee of getting back, but I don't think that – I think you're right. The historical aspect of it is not there with a loss equal to a win, obviously, this year.
We're a Niners station, so we play the Niners here on our local affiliate.
Well, I'm a huge Brock Purdy guy.
Okay. And I want to talk about, the substation theory. The fans are freaking out a little bit about it.
I know that this is a thing. I don't fully understand it, though.
I don't understand it either.
So there's some sort of electrical thing.
Substation right next to the training facility. It's been there since basically, I guess the Niners have been training there basically since the 80s from what I've heard. But the station next to the stadium, they wanted the stadium next to it. And now people are saying it's emitting a lot of EMF, which is supposedly there's a correlation to cartilage and whatever, and everyone's looking at the Niner injuries, and you're sitting there like, wow, how are the Niners getting so injured all the time? And somebody's trying to put a reason to it. And my worry is, whether it's true or not, the perception players are going to have if they want to come play here is,
I'll get hurt there.
I need to think about that, right?
That's a good point. Very good point by you.
And so I'm wondering if this is going to be a big thing moving forward for the Niners.
Yeah, I had not thought about that. That's a great point by you, because if that's going to make people not want to sign there, that's a problem. I think we've seen more times than not the players signed to the top dollar.
True.
Right? I think now situationally, if somebody's offering you $2 million and the next place is offering you 2.2, but the one offering you 2.2, you have a better chance of getting hurt, you may not go there. In our world, $200,000 is a whole hell of a lot of money.
Right.
In an NFL player's world, they don't even notice that it's out of their pocket.
Yeah, so it's fascinating. I'm curious. Niners say they're going to do their own study. We'll see what that looks like.
Yeah, that's what you just said probably needs to happen. They need to figure out a way of squashing it to make sure that no one thinks that that's an issue moving forward. I think it's a good point by you.
Certainly. Well, Evan, I know we're running up against it. We got another interview to get to, but I appreciate you swinging by real quick and chatting with us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
3 to 7 in the morning?
3 to 7 in the morning. Let's go.
Early,
everybody in Fresno up early, rooting for the Niners, rooting for the Dodgers. You can get up with us 3A to 7A here on ESPN Radio in Fresno, and, of course, on Sportsmanlike.
All right. Evan Cohen right here on 1430 ESPN.